Question 13C. Mr. and Mrs. Alston recycle the water from their bath and washing machine to use in their garden. Their meter reading in cubic metres on the 1st of April was 1678 and on the 30th of June it was 1702. They recycled 8 cubic metres of water between that time. We've got to find the percentage of water that they recycled in the quarter. We first need to work out how many units we used altogether. So we need to do a subtraction. We need to do 1,702 minus 1,678 because the difference between these readings are the number of units that they've used. That comes to 24. So they've used 24 cubic metres. They've recycled 8 cubic metres. We've got to find what percentage that 8 is of 24. So we do 8 divided by 24. And then we multiply that answer by 100 to convert it into a percentage. And that comes to 33.33333%, or 33 to the nearest whole number. Number 14, part A, we've got to draw a scatter diagram to display these ages and prices. To draw a scatter diagram, we need to plot the points. The first point we're going to be plotting is 2618. So we come across our age axis to 26 and then we go up the price axis to 100. Now every 10 squares is worth 20. So that means that every tiny square is going to be worth 2. Same on the price axis as well. So 26 would be here, 22, 24, 26, up to 100 would be there. And so on. So the next point would be 40, 60, 70, 80, 50, 70, 46, 50, 80, 40, 66, 20, 64, 50, 70, 50, and finally 32, 30. Once you've plotted the points, it asks you to write down the age and the price of the oldest chair. Now the oldest chair is going to be the point that's furthest along the age axis, because the further to the right we go, the older the chairs get. The point that's the furthest to the right on your diagram is this point, and we need to write down the age and the price of that point. The age of that point there, or that chair, is 80, and the price, if we come across, is 40. So the age is 80 years, price £40. For part 3, it says, does the scatter diagram indicate that there is a correlation between the age and the price of chairs? And you must give a reason for the answer. Well, we can see from the scatter diagram that the points are scattered. They're random, they're spread out, they don't follow any particular pattern. So because it doesn't follow any particular pattern, that shows that there is no relationship between the age and the price of the chair. There is no correlation. But it isn't enough to say that there's no correlation. You must say something along the lines of, no, there is no correlation because, or no relationship, because the points are scattered.